Hey Tap Tap Hero fans, this is Slox coming at you with a video for currency in the game of Tap Tap Heroes. We're going to be going over gold, purple dust, and gold dust, how to acquire them, and what to do with it. So the first one's going to be gold. Pretty simple. It's going to be one of the main forms of currency. You're basically going to be using it anytime you level something up. You're going to be using it in parallel with something else. So now that we kind of know what gold is, right? It's the main currency of the game to level things up. Well, the next question is, what do we do with it? Or how do we get it even? How do we get gold, since it's the main form of currency? So, the main way you're going to be getting gold is by idling. You don't really have to do anything. Your monsters kill things, those things drop gold, and then you click on it and it goes up into your bank. If you're actively playing, it'll just automatically go up in your bank. You see here, it just kind of explodes into gold and it goes up here. But if you're idling, it piles on the ground, and then when you log back in, you can click on it and it'll consume it all, right? And then you can click on your treasure chest and get the rest of your fantastic loot. So that's going to be the main way that you're going to get gold. You can supplement your gold by doing alchemy, which is basically, if you click on this little plus sign up at the top here with your gold, this is alchemy. It's just a way to get additional gold. Every 8 hours, you're able to get a free chunk of gold. It varies depending on your level. And then if you have enough gems, you can purchase more gold. You can only purchase these 3 until it resets again, and then you can purchase the 3 again. As a free-to-play player, I really don't recommend buying gold. But as somebody that gets gems in fairly regularly, I don't think the 50 gold for 500,000 is a very bad deal, so I happen to pick it up. Another way to acquire gold is, that's not what I want, is the fortune wheel. We recently had a fortune wheel event. Matter of fact, it's ongoing right now, and I think I earned something like 50 million gold just doing the fortune wheel event. It's a really fantastic way to supplement your gold income if you're doing events. There will also be other events that award gold as a prize, so you want to keep an eye out on those. Save up your event items like gold keys and tokens and things like that, and then take advantage of these hefty prizes. More information regarding events can be found on that hero tier list, and I'll do videos in the future on them so that you guys can kind of get an idea of how I do it, and you can decide whether you want to do that or not. Another way to earn gold is through the arena. You can fight battles, you get a little bit of gold, it's not a whole lot. And then the Den of Secrets is also a great way to earn gold. You fight through tiers of enemies, they get progressively harder, and you get awarded gold dust and golds. I'll go over gold dust in a little bit. I'm trying to think of any other way that you get gold, but those are the primary ways you're going to get gold. If you happen to have a lot of extra cash and you really want to support the game, you can do the monthly gift bag, which has a large chunk of gold. Well, it's not really a large chunk of gold. 4 million is not really a lot. These are actually awful deals. I would never recommend doing it, but I mean, if you have more money than you know what to do with, these are always an option, I guess. I don't think these give you any. I'm sure I've missed something, but these are the primary ways in which you acquire golds. So the next question is, what are you going to do with that gold? All right. What you're going to do with that gold is you're going to level things. That's basically what you're going to do. Gold really doesn't have a whole lot of other purpose other than that. The thing is that it's used in everything. So you have to be wise about where you spend your gold. For example, we take a look at these level 1 heroes, right? It takes gold and purple dust. The gold isn't very much in the beginning. 80 gold's not really a big deal. But when you really start investing in these heroes, it starts becoming a lot more. This is 200,000 gold. If I go to my Wolner, it's 541,000 gold. That stuff really adds up. I tell you, I leveled, what was it? I leveled her 20 levels, and I leveled Wolner from 122, I think. And I spent over 50 million gold. easy. So gold can go quick when you're leveling your characters. Another way that you're going to be using gold is guild tech. Every level of guild tech is going to cost a chunk of gold plus guild coins. And I'm not going to go over guild coins in this video. I'll go over it into another time about guilds and all that stuff. But know that this is another way that you're going to utilize your gold. You don't really have to think too much outside of planning how you're going to spend your gold. You don't really have to put a lot of thought process in the gold process itself, right? It's how you do things. So I don't put a lot of thought into gold itself. One last way to acquire gold is through events. There happens to be 3 different events to get the 3 of the currencies that we're going to be talking about today, and gold happens to be one of those events. So this is also a great way to supplement your income. If you happen to have some extra gems, you can increase the amount of tickets that you have for that day. I saw somebody earlier ask if it permanently increases the amount of tickets that you get, right? So I had 2 out of 2. If, let's say I purchase 1 more, it'll give me an additional fight. So let's fight really quick. We're going to acquire some gold. I'm just going to speed it along here, skip the battle, and it gave us 200,000 gold. Now tomorrow, I'm only going to get 2 of these. I'm only going to get 2 tickets. I have to buy up every single day. So I figured I'd answer that question I saw earlier in the Discord. But this is a great way to supplement your gold income, and all of these things combined will give you a healthy amount of gold. And if you're a free-to-play player, I don't think you're going to have to worry about gold for a while. Early on, it's rather plentiful. It's when you get a little bit later in the game, you're really going to start feeling the effects of not being able to take advantage of these events, and not, being able to do these events as well as the actual unique events. But that's kind of it for gold. So the next one is purple dust. And it's probably my favorite currency and one of the most difficult currencies to get. You're going to need it the most. And it's used primarily for leveling heroes. But first let's go over what, I kind of briefly went over what purple dust is, and let me show you what it looks like. I'm sure you've seen it already, but I just want to be sure. Where is it? I got to go to somebody else. Here we go. So it looks like this. It's like this little purple bottle. So it's used... the only thing I think it can be used for is leveling heroes. But it uses a tremendous amount of your purple dust. So, how do we acquire this purple dust? Well, we can get it passively. I'll click in here. I got 1,700. So if you take a look at where you're at in your world, you click on this map icon here. I'm at Ancient Shrine. Let's click on that. And I'm idling for 46 purple dust every 5 seconds. So you want to take a look at how much you're accumulating. So let's say you're normal. Let's say you're about Valley of Souls level, level 7, stage 4. You're going to be accumulating 22 purple dust every 5 seconds. It increases as you level up, as you get further into the game. So you get it idly. You accumulate it every 5 seconds just by, being a part of this game, I guess. Another way to get it is through events. Events often award purple dust, which is really convenient. The monthly gift bag awards purple dust. Let's see. In the altar, when you saw me break it down earlier, one of these heroes down, it gave me a little bit of purple dust. It's not a whole lot, so I wouldn't count on that to supplement your purple dust addiction. Fortune Wheel is a great way to earn purple dust. I gained a tremendous amount of purple dust from the Fortune Wheel event, much like I did gold. So this is a great way to get some extra purple dust. But I really think that's about it. You can't get it in the tavern. Oh, and the daily event. So if you go do the Brave event, you have a chance of getting purple dust and gold dust. Now these events, the awards can stack. So let's say I did my level 95 event and I got 100k gold dust and 100k purple dust and 30k gold dust. I'd have a chance of getting additional of that. So I could get up to 500,000 purple dust and up to 150 gold dust. It's kind of nice. So this is a really great way to earn extra gold and purple dust. But it's really it. You don't have a whole lot of ways of accumulating this. On the daily, you're going to be getting passively, and you're going to be doing those brave events, and that's the only way that you're really going to be accumulating purple dust. The same with gold dust, which we're now going to go over. Gold dust is the material that allows you to upgrade your heroes. For example, if I wanted to level her, she's from 8-star to 9-star, it's going to be 4,000 gold dust. For a normal hero to level 100, it's something like, I think it gets around 2,000 gold dust in total from 1 to 100. Something like that. I haven't done the exact math, but it's a lot lower. But I mean, that's the only purpose for gold dust, is to level your heroes. So how do we get gold dust? There's a few more routes to get gold dust. The first one is passively. Like everything else, like gold, like purple dust, you're going to get gold dust passively. Not only are you going to get it passively, but the monsters have a chance of dropping gold dust as well, which is fantastic. So you have a chance of getting more gold dust. The second route is that brave event that we looked at earlier that gave purple dust. It also gives gold dust. So that's going to be a great source of gold dust early on. And another really great source of gold dust is the Den of Secrets. This is going to be probably, outside idling, your primary way of getting gold dust. This is where you're going to get the most of your gold dust. You basically just fight these guys. Once you win, you get the gold amount, that gold dust amount, and that's it really. And that it really adds up as you go through these floors. It increases. I think the lower floors, it was only like 5 or 10 or something like that, and it's gotten up to 145. Now, early on, gold dust, I mean, you need gold dust. You need it. You're itching for it because you can't level any of your characters. Endgame, it's not really a big deal. Oh, and one other place, I completely forgot. The shop actually sells both gold and purple dust. Let's do a refresh here, see if we can see it. So we got a couple purple dusts. I happen to buy them with gems. So you could also supplement it from the shop. Just, it's not really worth it. It might be worth it early game for the gold dust. I'm guilty of it myself because I really wanted to get my 5-star up to level 100. So early game, I personally think it's worth it. But if you're really looking for the long con, if you're wanting to make the most out of the resources you have as a free-to-play player, you will just eventually earn it. The further you get in your map, the more you're going to accumulate over time. So that's how I always justified it. I needed the gold dust early to level my characters to get further, to earn more, and so on and so forth. So we get it passively. We get it through brave events. We get it through the Den of Secrets. We get it through the shop. You can get some through Arena. I don't know if it's still buggy or not. Sometimes I wasn't getting it when I was fighting things. And you could get it through the altar. So you have a bunch of different ways to get gold dust. Purple, you're a little more limited. And it's not really worth it in the shop. Unless you have a ton of gems, and I personally think spending 200 gems for 300 purple dust is worth it. But, I mean, that's just me. But I think that's about it. So we went over purple, gold, and gold dust, how to acquire it, what to use it for, and I really think that's it. The next few videos, I'll be going a little more into detail about other forms of currency. Maybe I'll get into specific sections of the game. I hope this has been somewhat helpful. There is a subreddit for Tap Tap Heroes, so if you want to go to reddit.com/r/Tap Tap Heroes, you can join us there. I'm a moderator there. You can join our Discord, which I will probably leave a link down below, so you can check that out and join us there. It's actually a pretty active community, and if you need help, the people there are very helpful. And then please, if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up. If you have any questions, ask away, and I will try to answer as best I can. And like I said, join the Discord if you have questions too. I'm always there. And so yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good night.